So yes, I am back. Welcome, I guess. I don't know. Now I know that this may be awkward, kind of for some of you, because I haven't made a single Call of Duty. Um, I haven't made a single Call of Duty video in a long time, and yeah, that's just because I don't thoroughly enjoy Infinite Warfare as much as you would think, and also they did ruin one of my favorite COD games and all that, which is Call of Duty 4 with supply drops and the new weapons that they added in and all that, which you guys know, or which you guys should know by now at least. And yeah, I mean, I would go back to play COD 4 remastered, but that's the thing though, because, well, let's see, one, my membership expired on there, and two, I don't have it hooked up right now. I have unplugged my PlayStation 4, and three, I'm on my PC. So yeah, like there's really no point in me going back to play Call of Duty on my PlayStation 4. I mean, because I have a PC now, and yeah, and I'm going to be playing, hopefully, or maybe I'm going to be playing the new Call of Duty games. And yes, you heard that right, games. Okay, when I mean games, I mean games. So I know that you guys I know that you guys maybe have already heard of this, possibly, maybe, because I was asleep. So I didn't know this, but of course they have to fucking tell us this late at night, and I was asleep, and I was doing a few things. I was doing my homework for school, just all that. I was busy with a lot of things. So I was busy with a lot of things. So yeah. But anyways, we're gonna get right on topic. So yes, if you guys are you guys are hearing this right, Call of Duty 2017 is going back to its roots. So I'm gonna go into a few tweets and all that Charlie Until tweeted out, late at night yesterday. So here we go. So breaking: Activision confirms Destiny 2 still on track, of course, for 2017 release. So for you guys that thought that Destiny 2 was going to come out in 2018, well, it's coming out in 2017. So yeah, expect that. And of course, as you can see here now, yes, I know that this has nothing to do with COD or Call of Duty as of right now, but we'll get to that real soon. Full Destiny sequel in 2017 to broaden the franchise's global reach, which, along with follow on content plans, sets the stage for growth. So yeah, there you go, Destiny for all of you Destiny, I guess, yeah, fans out there. So yeah. And by the way, the first Destiny game was complete garbage, and it was boring, it was stale, and it was just lacking a lot. It wasn't fun to play and all that. Well, at least in my opinion. So yeah, you guys may have a different opinion on that, and but yeah, that's just that. Those are my thoughts for the first Destiny game. But yeah, anyways, if we go into here, Activision says Black Ops 3 set all-time records for add-on revenue. Activision had over 50 million active users in 2016 across titles. Blah blah blah. Get that? Regarding CWL, COD World League delivered 120 million video views with two times, or yeah, the time spent viewing versus 2015's season. So yeah, had way more views, or people, or way more people watched Call of Duty World League than in 2015. So yeah. Here it says Activision investor call is about to start. will post any updates. Stay tuned. So basically, what he's saying is that they're about to announce, some things. They're about to, they're going to talk about the future plans that they have for us, and yeah, etc. Some news for Blizzard fans, of course. Overwatch was the fastest growing new IP for Activision Blizzard in the company's history. So there you go for all you Blizzard fan, or I said Blizzard fans. Oh my God, Overwatch fans. My bad. Sorry. Activision Blizzard wants to sell teams and commercial rights for Overwatch League, investing a lot in 2017 for esports. Black Ops 3 digital content lead to record active users for 2016. Sales underperformed. It's clear that space setting just doesn't, or that the space setting just doesn't resonate. Activision on Infinite Warfare. So yeah, that's Activision on Infinite Warfare, because it didn't do that well, as you guys know. It was just a terrible game. Now you may throw shade at me for saying that, but I just didn't like the game and all that. It was lacking a lot. It's a broken game. It was missing a lot. It was just missing a lot of the key features that we all expect in a Call of Duty game, like for example combat records or leaderboards. It was missing that, and that was just horrible. And there are also still out of the map glitches in this game, which there are. And it's just a lot of bullshit. And they did decide to focus more on the whole supply drop system, rather than focusing on the things that matter. So they decided to focus. More on supply drops than focusing on the more important things in this game. So yeah, whatever. Infinite Warfare was not the success we planned. It was a failure, of course. I mean, even though it did sell, which you guys may say, it did sell a lot, Jay. Yes, I know it was, I do know that it was the number one selling console game of all time, but still, it was a shitty game, and that doesn't mean that it's a good game because it sells well. It's still a shitty game, and besides, it's no surprise, because people are going to buy COD every year, so it's really no surprise. COD will sell every single year. It's basically going to sell. It's basically going to sell well regardless. So yeah, and then of course Charlie Intel, and then this tweet blew up. Of course, wow, 1,000 tweets and 3,000 likes. So yeah, says traditional combat. He spelled combat wrong, but of course he didn't mean to do that. That was just a mistake. So yeah, traditional combat for Call of Duty 2017. Oh my God, yeah, I know. Breaking, and this is not really breaking, because we knew this, but I guess he's just saying this in just in case whatever happens, because things could happen. There could be there could be changes in the in the developer cycle, basically. So yeah, and I think that this is what got people excited and all that. I think that this is what got people hyped up. So yeah, this is what got it started, basically. So yeah, no. So breakings. Sledgehammer Games confirmed as Call of Duty 2017 developer. So yeah, whatever. That's not really breaking news, but yeah. And then Sledgehammer tweets out, and this also blew up too. We're honored and excited to bring this year's Call of Duty to fans everywhere. It's our biggest achievement as game makers. Much more to come. So basically that's hinting at the fact that it's going to be, let's see, it may be possibly, well, one, a World War One shooter, two, a World War Two shooter, or we could say this: it may be set in the World War era. Okay, let's just say that, or we could go back to the modern era, possibly, which you guys may not like and all that, but who knows? We just have to wait, and see. So yeah. And then for Skylanders fans, whatever, no new full-fledged title this year, only a mobile game in development. And then this, okay, so you guys, so you guys may be like, okay, this is, like, yeah, this is nothing and all that, but look at what Nadeshot tweeted out. If I could find the tweet, possibly. Okay, I can't find the tweet, but Nadeshot did, hold up. I can't find the tweet, man. This sucks. This is awkward. Hold up. Let me see if I could go and, okay, hold up. I can't find this tweet, but he did tweet out before. You know what? Let me just, I'll try to find it, I will try to find it later on and all that. Later on. So yeah, okay, so back to what we were, whatever. So yeah, hi and all that, but yeah, you guys will find out why he said hi and all that, later on and all that. So yeah, hashtag boots on the ground, of course, it's finally back. Whoa, yeah, whatever. I shouldn't have done that. Sorry guys. Wow, Activision Blizzard made over $3.6 billion just from in-game, okay, just from in-game sales. Basically, supply drops, boxes that are in Overwatch and etc. And we don't really like supply drops, but it's pretty sad how they could only make $3.6 billion. Now, it is a lot of money, but that's just sad how they could only make this profit only because of supply drops. Like, that's sad and all that. I mean, now yes, like, if you combine both supply drops with boxes in Overwatch, basically they're called loot. I think, like, loot crates. I think that's what they're called in Overwatch. But yeah, so basically combined, they both made over $3.6 billion just from in-game sales, supply drops and via loot that's in Overwatch. So yeah. Then it says here, for the first time in Activision's history, Call of Duty points sales were higher than Season Pass / DLC sales for Black Ops 3, which is like, whatever, right? Also here says, this is big too. Activision, we will be supporting Modern Warfare Remastered, Infinite Warfare, and Black Ops 3 in quote with new content in 2017. So maybe we make it more maps and all, which we are, of course. Like, they're not done yet. There's going to be more there's going to be more weapons in all these, or in all three of these games and all that. So yeah, I don't know why they I don't know why they had to ruin COD 4. Like, it was fine the way it is, but you know how Activision is and people. 2017 will be our best year ever, in quote. Activision Blizzard CFO just now. So basically, they they have confidence and all that in this game that they're making and all that. So yeah, so they have confidence and they think that people will enjoy it. So yeah, but we'll just have to wait and see. Activision, Black Ops 3's incredible performance in Q4 offset Infinite Warfare's low sales. Yeah, Activision made it clear they heard our feedback on space setting. In quote, didn't resonate with majority of community. So yeah, there you go. Which we didn't enjoy. I mean, like it was clear from the very start with that we didn't enjoy the whole space setting or the futuristic shit. So yeah. Activision Blizzard says in-game content sales doubled in quote in 2016 versus 2015 sales. They are early days in quote in this, with more coming in quote, or more in quote. Okay. Activision is really enthusiastic in quote about Call of Duty 27. Okay. Activision is really enthusiastic, in quote, about Call of Duty going back to roots, in quote. In 2017, expect higher sales, in quote, for the year. So they're, very confident in this game, so which tells us, hey, it's going to be boots on the ground, which it is, because they did basically confirm it, and yeah, but we just have to wait and see. Activision expects lower revenue in first half of 2017 because Infinite Warfare's content sales, in quote, won't match Black Ops 3's last year. Activision's new titles for this year, basically a Destiny sequel and Call of Duty 2017. For Destiny news, follow us at Destiny Blog. It's their blog where they post Destiny news. Activision, first time we will have 3 active communities in a year, in quote, with Black Ops 3, Modern Warfare Remastered, and Infinite Warfare. Activision, some fans appreciated Infinite Warfare, but many fans also didn't appreciate the setting. Well, of course we didn't enjoy it. I mean, like the game was pretty, it was pretty garbage, like it was. Okay, so don't come at me, okay, guys? Like don't come at me saying like, oh Jay, but come on, like it was a good game. Like no, hell no, it wasn't a good game. It was horrible, and it was broken from the very start. And it's sad. And I also did hear too that it took them, let's see, like it took them three years, okay, and not for the multiplayer, but for the campaign, for them to make the campaign. But then it took them 6 months, okay, for them to finish the multiplayer side of things and all that. So yeah, basically they only spent 6 months on the multiplayer, which is sad. Like, come on, like really, and don't they have 2 teams for that? One being the campaign team and one being the multiplayer team. Like, what the? Come on, like what? I don't understand that. Like, it just doesn't make sense. Anyways, in quote, a lot of innovation, which is what they always say every single year. But there's going to be a lot of innovation in their next Call of Duty game and all that, which is Call of Duty 2017, as we all know. But it has traditional. Now, this is where it gets really interesting. But it has traditional combat that our fans love. So that's basically saying like, hey, we have boots on the ground again, yay! Which is basically, or which they're basically confirming in this tweet. Okay, game has been in development for over 2 years now. Reveal soon. So they're gonna reveal the game pretty soon. Now I would be very surprised if they were to reveal it like now, or like maybe next month even. No, I would be very surprised because they they usually reveal the game like in April or May. So yeah, those 2 months. So yeah, that's very interesting. We're confident that our fans will love the games coming. Okay, end quote. Now you guys may be like, games? Wait, what? What? Games coming? Jay, what do they mean by this? Well, what it sounds like is that they're going to be okay. So what it sounds like to me. I don't know about you, but to me it sounds like if these next 3 COD games are going to be boots on the ground, and not only that, but they may be actually remasters. Okay, so I don't know about this year. I doubt it, but next year, I think Treyarch, they may actually remaster Black Ops 1 or 2, which you guys want. Like I've seen the tweets and all that over and over again. Just people saying like, please the remaster MW2 or Black Ops 2 and all that. Just you guys saying that over and over again. So they may actually do it next year, or maybe even this year, possibly. I don't know, but we will have boots on the ground again. So just just be grateful for that. And then reconfirmed that they stand by their 3-year development cycle for Call of Duty. So they're still in the 3-year development cycle. They're not going to change that. He actually said fans will love the games coming in the next 3-year cycle, end quote. Take that as you will. So yeah, take that. So we don't really know what they mean by this yet. I mean, because of course, like games, like do they mean actual remasters? Do they mean just boots on the ground games, but they're set either in the modern era or in the World War setting or era? Era. I don't know. I'm sorry, but yeah, take that as you will. What she did say, or as it says here, Activision Blizzard CFO's exact quote on Call of Duty 2017, and then here, once again, is hinting at boots on the ground. Traditional combat will once again take center stage, end quote. So you guys know what that means. Boots on the ground is confirmed, and what they mean by that, what they mean by traditional combat will once again take center stage, they basically mean like, hey, we're going back, and Call of Duty is going back to its roots, and there will once again be boots on the ground gameplay. So yeah, I'm very excited for that. It's been 3 years, like it's been such a long time, or at least it feels like a long time. And Activision's investor call is over. Looks like we have an exciting year ahead. And then Glenn Schofield and all that, he works at Sledgehammer Games. I don't know if he's the lead designer for Sledgehammer Games, but he does work at Sledgehammer Games and all. And he's been there he's been there since I think Advanced Warfare, or he's probably been there since I don't know, whenever. So yeah, he said, "Is it official? Can I talk yet?" Not yet, but we listened. We are so psyched about our game and honored to work on such a great franchise. So he's basically saying like, hey, we know what you guys want. You guys want boots on the ground. You guys want either a World War II setting, which, by the way, they did talk about this like a year ago, I think, and all that, or like after Advanced Warfare, they did say that they wanted to make a World War II type shooter and all that. So that is still possible. We can't wait either, dude. We've been quiet for over 2 years. So yeah, they've been working on this game for over two years, which is no surprise. We 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 knew that already. Here's Activision CEO's full remarks from the Call of Duty IW sales, Call of Duty 2017, and more. So I'm going to go and read through this. So Activision CEO Eric Hirshberg has this to say: most important thing to remember is the Call of Duty ecosystem is strong. And this is the first time we will have 3 active games with 3 different player communities at scale, with Infinite Warfare, Modern Warfare Remastered, and Black Ops 3. And the plan is that we are going to be driving engagement for all of those titles with great content throughout the year. As I've said many times before, any long-standing franchise like Call of Duty, there's a balancing act that we need to strike between staying true to the things people love about the franchise, and also the need to never become Hold up. Sorry, I had to cough. I itched my throat. Sorry. Gosh. Become accomplice. Sorry. And to keep pushing for innovation, to keep the franchise fresh and vital. I would argue over a period of many years now, we've managed that balance in Call of Duty better than anyone. And yeah, as they say, last year, I don't think we got that balance right. No, really? Wow, I'm not shocked. Infinite Warfare had a ton of great gameplay innovations that many of our fans appreciated, but it also had a setting that didn't appeal to all of our fans. No shit, really? Wow, I'm not shocked by that. Like, I'm not shocked. Wow, didn't appeal? When did you figure this out? Was it this year? Was it last year? When was it? I don't know. But yeah. I'm sorry for being mean, okay? Like, I'm sorry, but this is, like, no, okay? But, like, when he says, okay, that, you know, it had a ton of great gameplay innovations, it's like, no, it didn't. It copied Black Ops 3, okay? Like, basically, you stole the, specialist, the game was broken from the start. No leaderboards, no combat records, okay? Nothing. Out of the map glitches, okay? So it's basically a broken game. So yeah. The good news is okay, well, what he put is that I am excited to say that in 2017 we think we have the balance and perfect harmony with a game that our teams are very passionate about, with a lot of great innovations, but that also has the traditional combat that we know our fans are going to love. So he's basically saying, like, hey, boots on the ground, this is what you guys love, and we're bringing that to Call of Duty 2017. But we don't know what the setting is going to be yet. It would be cool if it was set in World War II or in the World War II era. I would love that. But yeah, we'll see. And that's the thing too. They also have to make the game, perfectly balanced. No bullshit hitboxes. Like they have to, they just have to balance it out. The game is being made by, by Sledgehammer, of course. They are a proven team, passionate about this title. We greenlit it over 2 years ago now, and they've been hard at work ever since. And we can't wait to unveil it to the world soon, which will be like in, let's see, two months, or like in 3 months from now. So yeah, without discussing too much about what we've got in our Call of Duty pipeline, I can also say that fans are going to love those games as well. We've never been more excited, neither creatively nor commercially for our 3-year Call of Duty slate. So again, Call of Duty. So here he says, I can also say that fans are going to love those games as well. So what can this mean? Are they going to remaster like 2 games, or like, maybe they're going to remaster, I don't know, like, Modern Warfare 2? Are they going to remaster Black 1, or I don't know. I mean, because next year is Treyarch's turn, so they're going to do something, and I don't know what. One, they may go back to of course they're going to go back to their roots and go back to boots on, like they're going to make their game boots on the ground again. But see that's the thing though, because we don't know if it's going to be a remaster. We don't know if it was going to be set in the World War II era. We don't know yet, so we just have to wait. Here says that they've never been more excited for the next 3-year Call of Duty slate. So yeah, next 3-year Call of Duty slate. What can this mean? We'll just have to wait and see. I hope that it's what we all think it is. Activision CEO says in the 2017 title, they have balance between staying true to staying true to community request and innovation in perfect harmony, end quote. Double XP, of course, for Black Ops 3 will be coming. Sorry for the sirens in the background. My bad. And then, of course, he hints at the fact that we're going to get boots on the ground, which we are. I found Conjure's boots on the ground, of course, so he's, again, hinting at that. I can't go up. I'm trying to go up, man. Okay. Breaking. And, this is what I saw when I woke up, and I was like, what? Like, no way. This is actually happening? Like, I had basically said to myself, am I dreaming or what? So, this is what I read. Breaking. Activision says Call of Duty 2017 will take Call of Duty back to its roots. So, this is what got me, really excited. Because it's like, what the fuck? Like, what? And then this tweet, blew up. And I did, favorite it. Or I did, like the tweet. Because it's like, holy shit. Like, we're actually going back to having Call of Duty boots on the ground and all that, which is very exciting. But let's not get too excited now, because once again, they may fuck it up, just like Ghost. So even though that was Infinity Ward, still this is Sledgehammer Games. So but I guess that we could give them another chance. So yeah, so hopefully they make this year's COD good and all. Hopefully it's a good COD game. Hopefully they don't disappoint us, and yeah. And that's the thing too, because for this year's COD, they gotta balance a lot of things. We'll see. They gotta make they just gotta do the right stuff. They gotta balance our weapons. They gotta make three lane maps, and just all of that. And before you say, well, they gotta take out supply drops, they're not going to do that. Okay, they made $3.6 billion just from that alone. Okay, so don't expect them to take it out because it's still gonna be there no matter what. So yeah. But yeah, guys, that's all and all that. I hope you have enjoyed and all that. This is everything. So yeah, of course they had to tweet it out last night, okay, when I was asleep, so that's great. And yeah, man, so I don't know what to say, but yeah, this is really this is very exciting news, and I'm excited to see what they have in store for us. Hopefully it's good. Hopefully they don't disappoint us this year. Hopefully it's better, but again, don't get too excited, okay? Because we don't know if this game is if we don't know if this game is going to be good. I mean, just because this game is boots on the ground doesn't mean hey, it's going to be good and all that. But it is good though that they're going back to the roots, or yeah, they're going back and they're doing what needs to be done and all that. So yeah, I'm excited, but I'm not gonna get too excited now. Okay, we'll have to wait and all that and see what's up. But yeah, I'm gonna go. I hope you all have a great day and all that. Thank you all for watching once again. And are you guys excited and all that? If you are, then drop a like if you want, or you could leave a comment down below saying what you want for this year's Call of Duty title. What you want them to add into this game, what has to be done, and what I mean by that is what what they have to do to make this game good and all that. So yeah, basically making the hitboxes good and all that, but which they have to, of course. And yeah, just all of that. I'm gonna go. See you guys later, and yeah. Have a great day, guys. Bye.